I've built quite a few layouts and tried quite a few different things, but there are some things that I've done that were 100% the right call, at least for my layout. Today, it's the 5 best things that I've done for my model railroad, and the last one is definitely one you may not expect. Hey everybody, my name's Jimmy. Welcome to Coffee and Trains. Today I'm drinking some Donut Shop coffee. If you want to tell me what kind of coffee you are drinking and have it listed just like these guys right here, you can put that in the comments below. Looking forward to it, guys. Cheers. The first thing involves my track. I use Kato Unitrack for every layout. Now I am an N scaler and there's a lot more options than other scales, but I use Kato Unitrack on every layout. It's simple to put together. It has the most solid operation of any track that I've ever used, and the way the system is designed, it just works. Kato Unitrack has really been thought out as a system in terms of pre-attached roadbed systems. It's the gold standard of those in my opinion. Another perk of Unitrack is that if you glue it down with a strong but easily removable material, like I use latex caulk, you can keep using it for multiple layouts. I have track from 3 or 4 layouts ago that is still going strong on the layout behind me. Now, I know that everyone has their own opinions on track, and some people will have all sorts of things to say about roadbed track versus standard track, but I am a fan of Kato Unitrack, and it is definitely one of the reasons that my railroad runs as smooth as it does. Again, not saying it's the best for everybody, but it's definitely one of the best things that I've done for my model railroad. From the track, we hop to the next best thing that I've done for my model railroad, which is my DCC system. I am so happy that I use DCC-EX. DCC-EX, for those who don't know, is a DIY DCC system that dramatically cuts the cost to install DCC. I've been running DCC-EX and its predecessor DCC++ since 2018, and I have loved it. The best part is that DCC-EX has been going on so long that it's getting features that rival commercially available systems. My current system can pump out 5 amps, and I can program my locomotives directly from an Android phone. Now, I have done videos on building and setting up DCC-EX, and I will link that playlist in the end of this video right here, but just know that DCC-EX uses off-the-shelf Arduino parts, so that makes repair and replacement of parts a breeze compared to commercial systems. DCC-EX is very affordable compared to other systems, and it's easy to install, and it works very well. For the next thing, let's talk about scenery, specifically trees. One of my absolute favorite products I have used has got to be Super Trees. They have a couple of different names, but Super Trees are what most people know them most as. Now, I know you can't get them in some places like Australia, but overall, if you can get them, they are amazing. These things have to be hands down the easiest way to get realistic looking deciduous trees for modeling. I'll link a video where I work on Super Trees, but to simplify it, Super Trees are made of sedum. You spray paint them, dunk them in some scenic cement, and either sprinkle or roll foam turf on them, and it's like an instant tree. It blows my mind how easy it is. I have them all over my layout. Super Trees are such an amazing and easy way to make your scenery look so much more realistic because they look so natural. Now for my track plan, the best single thing that I implemented was placing a long runaround track on my layout. Now a runaround track is actually 2 tracks where a locomotive can do a move to get from one end of the train to the other, or one set of cars to the other, for switching or heading off or being able to pass by another train at a meet. The track on mine spans about half the main line on my layout, which means that I'm able to get entire trains to pass each other on my layout without incident or worry. It also adds some time to doing runaround moves for my switching as well. Adding a runaround track in an area where a lot of switching happens is a must for model railroad operators. They make life so much easier. It's what the real world railroads do, so why not you do it? My runaround track has made my operation smoother and simpler, so consider adding one to your track plan if you haven't already, although I know a bunch of you already have. So what is the best thing I've done for my railroad? Is it the locomotives I run? Is it the rolling stock? Is it the lighting? Is it all these different things? Well, this is probably going to surprise some people. The best thing that I have done is implement strategic scenic brakes. Now, what are scenic brakes? Scenic breaks are scenery elements that break the line of sight of view of a train from an operator. These can be mountains, buildings, trees, bushes, whatever. I have a fairly small model railroad, and the scenic breaks I use make the railroad feel a whole lot bigger than it is. Think of it as building different little vignettes in your model railroad that the train runs through. Scenic breaks are a great way to give a sense of distance traveled on your model railroad as well, because you can't see the entire train and just see it going from one scene to another without any sort of break. The distance, for example, between my East and West Valley towns is only a few feet of track and takes around 30 seconds to traverse. But with scenic breaks, it feels like the train has been traveling for a long time to get to West Valley from the east. It's the same with the mountain in the middle of the railroad. If I'm seated, I can't see the train again once it goes by the mountain until it gets close to the industrial park in East Valley. Implementing these scenic breaks has let me keep being entertained by my railroad by keeping the mystery of where the train is going alive in some fashion. So what are some of the best things that you have done for your model railroad? I want to hear it. Leave it in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, I'm Jimmy from the DIY and Digital. Stay safe, be kind, drink some coffee, and happy railroading.